Good morning, you lovely lot. Happy hump day to you all. I hope you are well. We are in the middle of the week, of course, but here, northeast, the sun is still shining. Still shining for now. How long that's going to last, we do not know. So we're taking the opportunity while the sun is out there in a perfect way to, of course, bring in some colour into your crafting as well. Here today on Crafters TV, we have, of course, got Wake Up Call, where we're showcasing what we've got throughout the day. We've got a Colour Me Happy with something brand new that we're going to be looking at within Wake Up Call. And then Wednesday being our staple show of Beautiful Beginnings. We would tend to then just bring it back a step or two for any newbies. But of course then if you are new or you're advanced, you can then take it to whatever level you wish. Now thankfully, with the sunshine out, we are in the midst of our 7 days of summer event. I'm telling you couldn't have planned it. It's been horrendous rain and then this event starts and the sunshine comes up. Someone's looking down on us, of course. But we are in day number 5 already. Now what that means today is a free gift. Now if you spend over £10, $10 or €10, you're going to get a free gift. You're going to be getting your thank you, shadow, sentiment stamp and die. Now what you do need to do is use a promo code, and that is summer gift. So as long as your basket total is over £10, $10 or €10, you're going to get that one for free by putting in the promo code of summer gift, SUMMERGIFT. Other than that, that's all that you need to do, and the guys and girls in the warehouse, they will pop that into your basket. Now, when it comes to the 7 days of summer event, each day we've got something different for you, and it will last up until 11:59 your time. So you've got up till the end of today your time to take advantage of that code and that free gift. Just to let you know though, it is a one-time use code. So if you do come back later on today and you purchase anything else over the £10, $10 or €10, if you try to put it in, it won't let you. But of course, you'll have already taken advantage of that free gift. So it's a win-win. Lots of other things coming your way today. That was kind of the main thing I wanted to start off the show. Many items that we have got that are over that £10, $10, €10, where you could take advantage of that free gift. And we have got a brand new launch. But it's not just me that is here, of course. I'm on this side. Now we've got Wednesday. Couldn't have a Wednesday without Sheena, and Sheena's back in the building. Good morning.
Good morning.
You doing well?
I am raring to go.
It's going to be a good day, isn't it? We've got something new.
It is. We've got all my favourite colouring products out before me. Like, you know, you think, what will I put away? And you go, no, I can't put that away. No, I need that out. Yeah, I need that out. So, yeah, it's all there, Craig.
Awesome. Cannot wait to have a look at that. You can shop ahead straight away across on the website if you so wish, crafterscompanion.co.uk.com.eu. When you go into the homepage, you'll see that 7 days of summer event there in the yellow and the blue, hence why I popped the yellow on again today. But what you'll also find as well is you will find that link, that page for Sheena's new products as well. Everything is there on Shop the Day for you to look at anyway, but you will see Sheena Douglas there on the homepage of the website for you to click onto. You will, of course, get your Club Inspire on top of everything. When it comes to the brand new stamps, what I will say is we've got a showstopper we're going to look at first, but if you wanted to just get the stamps, we've got a little bundle for them that we'll talk you through as well. But we've got Rebecca on the show. She's here with us for Wake Up Call. Lois is in saying good morning, everyone from Ohio. Sally's in saying good morning from Florida. We've also got Karen saying good day from Adelaide, Australia. Looking forward to seeing what Sheena has in store for us today. So am I. Let's just say we know what happened 2 weeks ago. She drew a line. You guys have gone crazy. In actual fact, before I read any more social comments, Sheena, 2 weeks ago,
I know.
I've seen many techniques by our experts here and other experts, and then you guys love them and you replicate them, you pop them on social. You drew a line. I don't think I've seen as many people of you back home, crafters, replicating what you've done with the line and posted
amazing.
it.
And how good do they look?
They look
That's
awesome.
That's the best bit. It's like, you know what, it's so funny because you can't take it down to any like a more minimal kind of technique than literally a line. Mm-hmm. You know what, it's going to be a dot next maybe, I don't know.
Who
but
knows?
A line. But the cards and the works and wall art that you've been sharing, it's been phenomenal, and it's so achievable.
Really,
You've got
is.
the right products, just
Yep.
a little bit of a technique thing to show you, and you're off and running. They look fantastic. Yeah,
Absolutely.
brilliant.
Loved seeing them. Like I say, it was just so many of you were posting them in the group scenes pages as well, so it was so lovely to see. So yeah, that's what I mean by who knows what we're going to see today. Just say you've got me for this show, and then Colour Me Happy, and then Ben's going to be taking over, of course, for Beautiful Beginnings with Sheena. But Sally's in saying, good morning from Florida. I think I read yours out, Sally. I've read it again. Michelle Harris is saying good morning all. Carol is in saying good morning. Sunshine at last in Birmingham. Oh, I'll be down that way on Friday at Hobby Maker. Sarah Brown saying hello to my crafty friends, and a special hello and hugs to you, Sheena and Craig, from your favourite Gala in Melbourne, Australia. Yeah, Flyman Gala. We've also got Sherry saying hello, Craig and Sheena. Best day of the week, Sheena day. I know, I love it. When I'm not on this side, I love watching on a Wednesday when Sheena's here. We've got Sandra Dundas saying good morning, Craig, Sheena, CCTV crew, social media superstar, crafty chatty chums, having a rest. Been doing some sorting, getting ready for some new Raskog on Friday. Raskog.
Raskog.
R-A-S-K-O-G. Raskog.
K-O-G.
Oh, we're going to have to look into that one. Or, of course, Sandra, let us know. But we have got Dean is producing the show today, and then we've got Sam, who's also directing, and Jake is outside as well, flying about between the two studios. So we've got them, and as I say, Rebecca on social for this morning. Lynn's in, Lisa's in, Rolf's in, and Maria is in as well, saying good morning, Sheena, and all the CCTV crew. I'm excited to see what's coming. That's Maria Cooper. Right, let's dive in with this brand new launch that we've got coming up your way on Colour Me Happy, but we are going to be featuring it, of course, within Wake Up Call, and we're going to go to Sheena just in a moment. Now, what we have got is we've kind of got two options. We've got a showstopper collection, so that's putting lovely essentials with the brand new stamp sets. So this is your Sheena Douglas showstopper. Now, it's a 5-piece collection with 15 stamps and more. Now, what you're going to get and more is your 5x7 fab file, so you're going to be getting that, and you're also going to be getting your stamp cleaner as well. So those are going to be coming your way, plus these are the stamps that you're going to get. So you had a little look at some finished samples at the side of me here. Now with this 15 stamps and more, this is all about that Riverside-esque feel. So you've got the imagery, you've got the scene set for you, and you've also got your sentiments. What we're then going to be giving you is a second set with additional little sentiments. And I say sentiment, you've got like a little lovely, sentence within these ones. And then you've got your additional ones here. You think of all the different colour and mediums you're going to be able to use, and you're going to see Sheena using today. They're going to look absolutely epic. So that's your showstopper with the 3 new stamp sets, which are the launch today, plus your stamp cleaner, and you're going to get the fab file as well. You're going to get some of the little dividers inside as well. These are what you're going to be able to make that we can see just at the side here. Now, that is, for anyone that's not in Club Inspire, £33.97 or $39.85. You've got a saving in total of over 20%. Now, if you are Club Inspire and you're Platinum, that's going to come down to $27.18 or $31.88. You're going to be able to make, this is just a small selection of what you're going to be able to make, plus the inspiration from Sheena all throughout today. Now, with that Platinum price, or even at today's price, as you can tell, it's over £10, $10, €10. So your free gift, you're going to be able to claim that as well. When it comes to checkout, you're just going to pop in summer gift. And that stamp and die, which is the Thank You Shadow stamp and die set, the guys and girls in the warehouse will pop that into your basket, of course. What I would say, and we're going to go to Sheena just right now, just in a second, check out the website. We've got deals with the aqua pens on as well. Water reactive inks are there. So if there is any time that you've thought, right, going to go for, of course, the actual kind of medium colours, aqua pens, or of course your things such as your water reactive, they're all there as well. You've got a lovely discount, plus you're going to be able to get your Club Inspire on top of that one as well. If you want to go for just the stamps, they are there on the website for you as well. Actually, we've got them there. So that was the 3 stamp sets, them on their own. So you're maybe thinking, Craig, I don't want any of the fab file storage, and I've got enough of my stamp cleaner. I just want the stamps. So you're going to get the 3 new sets there, 15 stamps, $23.97 or $29.85. It's going to be giving you the beautiful bridge, carefree days, and the time to reflect. Platinum, comes down to £19.18, $23.88, and of course it is over £10, $10, €10. So you're going to be able to take advantage of that summer gift promo code to get the stamp and die sets on their own. Just to let you know, let's just say that there was only one you wanted to go for. You can go for them individually at $7.99 or $9.95. Best value is always the showstopper. The additional good value is just the stamps on their own, but our options are there on the website for you to take advantage of. Keep your comments coming in, any questions, but let's throw across to Sheena, because they really do have that riverside feel, that that water, that reflection feel.
Yeah, absolutely. And I like to, we're out and about a lot, so that's my inspiration. These are the places I like to be, and we recently had a lovely time. And Ludlow Way, gorgeous. All these places that I haven't been to, Craig, and there's just some lovely places to visit. And you see, the thing is with these images as well, they're good for male, female, young, old, any occasion. They're not a specific occasion.
No.
So they're good worker stamps to have in your collection. So we think, yeah, that'll work. So, I love this one with the bridge, with the rainbow on it. It could even be a sympathy card. It could be a rainbow bridge card, for people who, for pets and things. Fancy starting on something like that. But back to happy.
I know,
look, and then we've got the pretty things like this, it could be you're off on your holidays, just a birthday, a good birthday scene.
Absolutely.
Retirement, anything like that. And then, of course, these grasses. Now, if you like to draw the line. Yep. Rock your body in time.
Yep.
I believe you. Just saying. This would be perfect for that. In fact, we're going to do this. Yeah, it's in my head. Seriously, I'm so sorry, because all of those people who now have that earworm, you're welcome. Because it's been in my head there for about 2 weeks. So yeah, and what we'll do is, look, even just black and white though, look at how cool that looks. Now, these are really fine detail, these grasses. They're not the chunkier side, they're very, very fine. So they look very realistic when they're layered. And then just one more quick one. Actually, I'll show you a quick one. That was Sharon's. And then a one I just did inspired by Sharon. So you can see how you can use the same format, but just mix it up a little bit. And then there's more samples on the counter. You've got more there. We'll show you as the day goes on. But should we start having a play?
Let's start. What I love about that bridge is you're going to be able to recognise that form wherever you are, in the UK or beyond. What I mean by that is that bridge, there's one that looks just like that. You've got that feel, that bridge, that walk with the bush in Durham. But then there's also one in Edinburgh as well. So whether I'm up there in Scotland, I can reminisce with being around that bridge. You're going to be able to match them from wherever you've been.
It just looks like a stereotype. We can relate to that, can't we? All of these scenes are like, oh yeah, I've seen somewhere like that. Oh, and I've seen somewhere like that, which is fab, which is what we wanted. So there's a gorgeous card that Debbie's created here. Let me show you on the overhead. You'll probably be able to see it better there. Really, really gorgeous, gorgeous colours. Really pretty using the grasses. But I thought, and if there's any of these cards that you think, wow, I love that, want to know how to do it, I want to see it again, where do I see it again? Join Sheena's Inkettes, because in there's folders, and that's the only reason I keep talking about it. That's where they're stored. That's our kind of library, our catalogue.
Awesome.
Craig, of all the past cards that the team, my Inkoids have made. And if you want to know specifics, the team are there all the time to tell you. That's what they do. But we're going to do a twist on it. So the first thing is, what am I going to use? So the first thing I'm going to use on the base, really important to start off, foundations. I'm using the watercolour pad, this one here, the premium watercolour pad. I love that premium watercolour pad. I'm hoping that's still in stock, because I know it's been really popular lately. It's it's just great. The regular watercolour will work, even the multi-purpose card, but this works better for this technique. If you want to have
Can I ask a quick question on that one? Sorry, Sheena. Is there a difference between our Crafter's Companion standard watercolour card and the premium?
There is. Every card is different, Craig. Oh, it's honestly, and guys, honestly, if you think brushes are confusing to buy, card is just a whole, it's a rabbit hole. So basically, they look the same. It's not just how they look, how they feel, the weight of them. We all know like 300 GSM is better than 100 GSM for watercolour things. And if it's got a texture, you think, oh, that's watercolour card. It's not all just about the texture, because watercolour card comes in different textures. It's about the stuff that's in them. If they've got cotton in them, it's the size, it's the stuff that is in there that's made to react with the watercolour. So honestly, trust me, It's very techie card.
Right.
Very techie.
Very techy.
Very techie.
Right.
Yeah,
That's good to know, that explanation.
Much
and I've
more than
just
you
looked,
think.
and it is in stock on
Great.
UK, US,
Fantastic.
and Europe as well.
Brilliant. It's great stuff. So that's the first thing. Get your foundation right. Right card for the job. Next thing is I am thinking, what am I going to colour them in with? I've got a choice today. We've got water reactive ink pads, we've got sparkle pens, we've got aqua pens. Well, you know what? We're going to do aqua pens. Let me come to the aqua pen sets before we move on, just so that I think there's some people that may not have them yet. Just
maybe not.
Sort it out. Seriously, guys.
Yeah,
there's these
come
on it. You know, Craig, I keep saying about if I could just have one colouring product for the rest of my shows ever. These would be the ones.
This is the ones for you.
Yeah, these are the ones, because I can do so much with them. I won't get bored with the techniques I can do with these.
Loads and loads.
So even essentials, which you think, right, grey and black. No, look at how pretty essentials are. And the thing is, also make a colour chart, because the colours on here are plastic. You know, the manufacturers are done as best job as they can to dye plastic, but you can't get better than scribbling them down and then putting water on there. And just to show you, each pen, this is how they come to you. You've got we've got a little light band here. That's to let you know when you're busy playing and you want to pick them up quick, and you know that if it's the white band, that's the side that has the bullet point. Okay, so if you look at this, you've got a really cool, really actually very fine bullet point. I would say it was about like 0.5 or something there.
Very, very fine,
It is so fine, isn't it? So if you want to add detail, if you want to add shading or anything like that, you can. It's a great bullet point to work with. On the other side, you got your brush nib. And the brush nib is a pleasure to use. It's so soft, responsive, but it's not one of those that is going to fall apart on you in 5 minutes either. It keeps its shape. If you're into brush lettering, I'm not. I'm rubbish at it, but if you are, you can see how you'll get that variation to do that. More often than not, I use with a brush, with a paintbrush as well, but that's the pen, they're all like that. So if you pick up the light little white band, you're going for the bullet nib. But even, so going through the sets, this one's essentials. So even essentials is pretty as pretty can be with all these gorgeous warm colours. Then you've got your primaries. Primaries, you're being sensible, say you can afford 2 sets and you want to go in for 2. I'd go for essentials and primaries, Craig.
Okay.
Reason being, you've got your blacks, greys, your neutral colours and essentials. Then you've got your primaries, which means you can mix, in theory, any colour you want.
Gotcha.
Because you've got a warm and a cool yellow. So by warm, this is a warmer yellow, that's a cooler yellow. Yeah, you've got warm and cool blues, that's a cooler blue, this is a warmer blue. And then you've got your reds, and in the reds, we've also classed the scarlet as in the pink and the purpley colour. So all of those are going to mix loads of other colours there. The other set that then you're going to move on to, nature, perfect for today. All these colours for sea, sand, woodland, fields, perfect for all those colours. And then the last set, just pretty as pretty can be, floral. Now, if we look at this card here, I'm thinking this set's going to feature quite highly here in this one, Craig.
Yeah, you would get that indication, wouldn't you?
Well, now I'm like you. I haven't made this card or an homage to and nod to. It's not going to be exactly the same because we're going to do the draw the line technique with it. But so this is what I would be doing if I were you at home as well, guys. And you see a card on the inkettes, the inkoids, and you think, oh, I like that. This is how I would start. Look at the colour, pick the colours out. We're going to go for wildflower for that dark area. I'm definitely going to go with this, possibly blossom. That's a lovely colour, this pinky colour. Can you see this peachy colour in the sky?
Yeah.
Go for blossom. And I'm going to go for sunflower, which is going to give it this really pretty warm glow there. And then after that, I might well be going to use something like the ink pads to kind of like supplement that, but we'll see. Okay, so that's where I'm going to start. I'm going to take my card. Things that you need, other things that you need at hand. You're going to need your brushes. So the Royal and Langnickel brushes, which you have to say like that because they just sound too posh.
Yeah, I just can't even say it, even all these years.
R&Ls. It's easier.
Yeah.
R and L's.
R and L's.
All the cool kids are just like R and L's. Yeah, the R and
yeah.
L's. Yeah. I learned that a long time ago, trying to say Royal and Langnickel fast and I talk fast.
I can say Royal, of course. But
Yeah,
it's just
Royal. The Royals. The
L
Royal
one.
brushes. The Royal brushes. One's brushes here. But the flat brush is going to be massive in this. We may use the number 6 round as well.
Okey-doke.
So I am going to, before I start, take the lids off my 3 pens I'm going to use because they're not alcohol. Oh, you see what I did there? Straight away for your benefit there. Actually, I've picked up the wrong one. I wanted sunflower, not jasmine. Bear with.
So you've done that to prove the point.
I did that
there,
to prove a point. Yeah, you may see
so.
things that look like I might have got it wrong. Always know it's my gift to you. There'll be lots of gifts, I would imagine, as we move on. So we've got the 3 colours. Now we're gonna start with the draw of the line. I'm going to have to talk and do because it's one of those techniques that once you get everything prepared, because once you start, you don't want to hang around and you need to get moving on it. So the line, I'm going to do a suggested line of trees here, and the line I'm going to use is going to be with the wildflower. So it doesn't mean you have to always go with the black or the green for that kind of line. So that's the line there. I might put a little line of blossom just above it. Why not? Because I can. And I'm going to put a little bit of this yellowy colour just underneath that. And then what I'm going to do is take my flat brush, make sure it's pretty well loaded with water, and then I'm going to drag across like this. And what's going to happen is those colours are going to, as you can see, start to wick up like that. And you're going to get a different kind of look and mix than we did with the monochrome colour. So now I've got that moving. I'm going to start putting some colour in this lake here. So let's have a little bit of a yellowy tint there. Now, yellow and purple do kind of make a brownie colour. So just be warned. So we can make this a bit brighter as we go. Then I'm going to bring in, so after the draw the line bit, I'm now painting with the pens.
Right.
So now I'm bringing the pink in, Craig, like that. And then we can bring in the wildflower into the foreground. So I'm scribbling on my mat in areas that haven't been wet yet, just because now I could have drawn another line of a foreground there if I wanted to with the pen and then blended it out. And it'll give you the look of like grasses and things. So can you see how I've got the same colour palette as Debbie's, but it's a different approach, which is fine. Yeah. And so what we'll do now is we'll start working our way back across and create a skyline here. So I don't want to go into where I've got these little kind of fluffy tree-ish suggested things going on, but I do want to add some colour in that area there. So now a bit more pink scribbled onto my mat, some yellow, and all the time just picking it up with my large brush, and that's going to keep everything playing nicely and blended together. So yellow and pink are the main 2 colours I'm going with now to give that peachy, pretty sky-like effect. And then we're going to end up again going back to wildflower at the top. Like this at the top. So now we've got a really nice blend. Now that's the foundation of the card there. That's the background of the card. We then can put clouds in, we can add a bit of detail in there, we can faux bleach some bits out. But what I'm going to do now, Craig, I'm going to tidy up, we're going to dry that, then we're going to do the next stage.
Perfect. Well, that gives me then the opportunity to then show you the aqua pen bundle that we've got there. You may have seen it on the top of the screen there just while Sheena was doing that little technique there, but what I can do is before we go back to her, let's show you these aqua pens, because when it comes to these ones today, we've got these on a fab little saving, and I say little saving, 30% saving within these ones here. So you can go for them individually if you want to. If you go for them individually on their own on their website, you will get a 10% saving. They're £20.69 or $29.69 as an individual set. But if you want to go for the full 4 sets, so you're going to get your floral, you're then going to get the nature, you're also then going to get, so there we go, the details on your screen are for them individually as the nature that you can see here. So that is it as a nature individual. All of these ones are the same price. So you've got floral, that will be exactly the same as well. So that will be coming up in a moment. There we go. You've also then got your primary. You can see these ones here. So all of these have got a platinum price of $16.55 or $23.75. And then if you want to go for the essentials on their own, then exactly the same. These are all $20.69 or $29.69 as an individual. You've got a 10% saving, but a platinum price of $16.55 or $23.75. Now, if you want to go for all 4 sets, then we can do exactly that. You can then go for all 4 sets. You're going to be £62.50 or $87.50. You've got a saving of over 30%. You're still going to get all 4 of these ones, but your platinum price is £50 or $70. That's going to give you all 4 sets of what I was just showing you a moment ago. You'll get the primary, the essentials, the floral and the nature as well. So Sheena talked you through the different ends, of course, of the aqua pens. We've just seen a little smidge of the techniques that you can do with these ones as well, because they are water-based of these ones. You've got your brush nib as well as that really, really fine nib as well. Whether you go for them individually or you go for them as that big pack, 4 packs giving you 48 pens, with these being water-based, you can then start to blend, you can start to create your own colours and your own shades. But you can see it's over £10, $10 or €10. So therefore you're going to get your free gift. Your free gift is your thinking of you. So you've got your thinking of you. I think maybe earlier on we said thank you, but it's thinking of you, your shadow sentiment stamp and die set that you're going to be getting. All you need to do is pop summer gift in the promo code at checkout, and the guys and girls will pop that into your order. That is day 5 of 7 of our 7 days of summer. We've got another couple of days to go, and just to say the code to get that free gift, it's 1 use per customer, and it's going to end at 11:59 tonight, your time across the globe, before tomorrow starts. But who knows, maybe Ben will let you know just at the end of Beautiful Beginnings as to what tomorrow's is going to be. But you can see that is the aqua pens, but we're all having a look as well with the aqua pens with the brand new launch from Sheena as well. So let's dive straight across to Sheena to see what she's going to do next with them.
Right then, Craig, so we've got that background sorted, and so I've trimmed it down in the break because while you were talking, sorry, and I thought that would just save time because
yeah, definitely.
You don't need to see me cutting stuff down. So now we can take some colour out and we can put some colour in. So I need some clean paper, and what we're going to do now, depending on how well this is set, depends on how much it's going to fall bleach. So some colours will naturally, whether it's watercolours or anything, will lift better than others, but this is lifting quite nicely. If you're not great at drawing circles, draw around something very lightly with maybe a pencil, but very, very light pencil line, and then create your sun or your moon in the sky like that. So you've already got that. Then you can, if you want to make some kind of hazy kind of drifty kind of clouds going on there, you can do that if you want to have a bit of a play. I'm just giving you some techniques and things here. Debbie's got this gorgeous really nice light going on in her card, but if you want to mix it up, you can, and as I'm doing here, and create some different types of clouds and things in the sky, so that you've got a bit coming over like that, and it's just such a pleasure to use, Craig, that not every product will allow you to manipulate it, to lift and to add more colour in and to play with it like this. They're just so user friendly. This is such a, if you've ever thought about maybe using a water-based colouring product and thinking, where do I start and what would I choose, where would I first want to try out, that's not going to, it's going to be easy to get to grips with. I can grow with it. Yep. It's not going to hold me back. There's tons I can still do with it and move on for years to come and still be learning, and these are the ones.
I think it's a good confidence booster as well, isn't it? The water-based aqua pens.
Absolutely, and most of the time, the restrictions are more the ones that you put on yourself mentally.
Yes, absolutely.
It's not that you can't, it's just that you think, oh, it looks tricky, and then you go, oh, is that it? Oh, didn't realise it was as easy as that. And it's like everything, given that little bit of information that you need, and then you're off and running. It's all good. So now we've got a highlight on the water. We've got that, you see where it's really much lighter where the sun or the moon is.
That, yeah.
And we've got that. So you can literally just lift as much of that colour out as you want and then fade it across a little bit. So we've got some light and dark going on. You can actually do the same on this bit here. We can lighten this little foreground here because it is a bit. And if you want to blend it in a little bit, you can do that too. So we can lift a little bit of that colour if you think that could be a little bit lighter. We can do that.
And I like that because that could be like your red sky at night or your red sky in the morning, couldn't it?
Absolutely. Absolutely. So now we've got that. Now, I think that's about as much colour as we'll lift out, Craig. And then if you want, you've got this bullet nib here that if you want to give the impression of some kind of trees in the background, you can literally just pick some of these out and just don't do lots of branches, just do a few random kind of, one main or two main trunks, and then the suggestion of some like loose branches where you can just kind of sort of see them above that skyline.
Yeah.
I'll lift this up for you so you can have a look a bit closer in a sec, but literally just carrying on like that.
Did you wet your cardstock first when
I
you drew
didn't,
the
Craig.
line?
With that watercolour, you don't need to. That's the thing as well.
Jill was asking.
You can make some card work for you, but isn't it better to get the card that's going to be easier to work with from square one?
Definitely, definitely.
So we've got that background. You kind of looking a little bit there in the distance.
How cool is that?
Yeah. So then we can come to doing the stamping bit. We'll probably end up with a little bit of a vignette around the outside. So the stamps, we're using these wildflower stamps here, which are really cool. You can't really see them on the thing, but it's the wildflower set, that one. Lazy, hazy, carefree days, wild about you, and flourish. With the little dragonflies. We've got to use them. Yeah. So what I'm going to do, right? So we can stamp with these as well. So let's stamp with the colours as well. Let's use a the pinky. No, you know what? Where have I put it? Wildflower. Let's stamp with wildflower.
Okay.
So I'm going to go over like this, just to let you see that you can stamp with these guys too.
Right.
So we'll do these for the distance here, Craig.
This is good to see how you can stamp them because there is so many ways in which you can use them.
They're just such a good product, really. And so that's that there now. So we're going to pull these up and I'm going to put that about here, like that with my rocker block. And now we've got that foreground that going on there. What you can do is actually, if you spritz that and stamp it again, you'll get it looking like it's paler again in the distance. Let me, where'd I put my spritz bottle? There somewhere. Yep, well, everything's transparent, I can't see a thing. Right, so when you spritz, don't spritz with the water falling down, spritz it with the water kind of across, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
and then you've got that extra layer.
Yeah.
But then what we're going to do, Craig, we're going to dry that and we're going to end the final layer will be with the black opaque because I want that drama, that contrast. So it just gives the impression of distance going back. Don't worry about all this messy bit here. You're not going to see that in a minute. We're going to cover that up. So with the opaque jet black, we'll now stamp the foreground.
I mean, and thinking the colours, you know, with the 3 colours you just used there, if you go for the aqua pens, all these 48 colours, the different combinations you've got.
Oh, there is so much. I mean, that's just 3 pens, isn't it? So seriously, how much can you... All right, so now I'm going to do one more line here, and it's really a bit more dense than Debbie's, but if it's starting to look a bit messy, you can do that. Just stamp it where you need it, just to get a little bit more in there. So it's very, very dense foreground, more than hers. But that's fine. We can work with that. And then we'll use a couple of these dragonflies, pop them in.
Good.
So I'm just going to put a couple on there. It's just going to be easier to stamp them like that. And I'm going to use the opaque again because I want those little guys to show up well.
Never underestimate the power of a little stamp. Eh?
Oh no, these are they're really, really, and I've drawn them so that they're like kind of at different angles as well, so that they've got the impression of them, you know, flying naturally different ways there. So we pop one just there, and then we can pop our wording on And then I've got to use my stamp cleaner because I tell you what, the ink that does, you do need to clean up quite a lot, is the opaque ink, I think, Craig. Don't you find that?
That's good to know. I found that personally, yeah. For anyone wanting to know that, it's good for you to know.
Yeah, because I end up with it everywhere if I don't do it. We'll pop that on there. What I might do is like show you how we'll do a little vignette as well, but this will be fine for the minute, Craig, and then if we can regroup after that.
Yeah.
There you go, so that's there, but what we can do is draw your eye into the centre a little bit more and add a bit of bling. So that's the next thing. Let me have a tidy up a bit.
Let's do it.
And come back, Craig, if we can.
Let's do that. We can have a recap, of course, of the Riverside Stamp Showstopper collection. So when it comes to the Showstopper, what you're going to be getting is you're going to be getting quite a few essentials to go alongside. Now here are your stamp sets. So these ones are your Riverside stamp sets here. So these are your brand new ones. So these are the ones that we're just launching today. We're going to be looking at them again within Colour Me Happy in the middle show. But of course we are, as always, we like to give you a first look within Wake Up Call. So you're going to be getting your 3 stamp sets. So you're going to be getting 6 within that one. You're then going to be getting your 3 stamps within that one there, and then you're also then going to be getting your 5 stamps. So these are your 3 stamp sets. So you've got your main focal point with your 3 images, well, your 3 sentiments, plus your 2 little dragonflies within each one there. Each of them give you little sentiments or little sentences as well. Now, you can go for just the 3 on their own, they're on the website, but the details on the screen just now is your showstopper. So it's a 15 stamps plus a 5-piece in total. That includes getting your stamp cleaner, so you're going to get your full bottle of your stamp cleaner, and you're also then going to be getting your 5x7 fab file. So it's so strong, so sturdy, and you are going to get a few of your dividers inside as well. So if you do want to store and divide your stamp sets up, of course you can do. If you want to use these in additional ways, you can absolutely do that. But that's your showstopper, $33.97 or $39.85. You've got a saving of over 20% on that one. Now, if you're platinum, that's then going to come down to $27.18 or $31.88, that we can see a few other finished samples here just before we go across to Sheena once again. So this is the sort of things that you can be making, whether you're going to be using your duet or your pigment or your water reactive. When we come back from Sheena again, we'll go over the bundle of water reactives that we've got. But with this being a launch, now irrelevant of whether it is a launch or whether it's a staple tool or whether it is cardstock, today with our 7 days of summer event, as long as it's over, your order is over £10, $10 or 10 euros. I mean, look at that. I could just envision Durham on a really, really stormy night with the thunder and lightning. How epic does that look? Absolutely epic. So you're going to be able to create all these different looks, all these different styles, and then wait until you see this next one as well. The sepia tones, absolutely exquisite. So that's your showstopper bundle, $33.97 or $39.85. You've got a saving of over 20%. If you are platinum, however, that comes down to $27.18 or $31.88. Right, let's go back to Sheena and see what she's going to do with the continuation of it.
Right, fantastic. Cheers, Craig. So we're going to lighten some bits a little bit more, make it a bit blingy, and we're going to create that vignette look. Okay, now, we could go straight to the water reactive ink pads we've got on the show to do the vignette. Hello, because that's what they're meant to do. They're created to blend. But I thought, because I keep talking about these being the Swiss Army knife of your colouring product, well, let's show you how you can use your aquas to do that too.
Oh,
why
here we
not?
go.
Come on. So we'll use the same thing, the wildflower, so everything's going to coordinate beautifully. And we're going to scribble that on there. First thing you're going to do is pick up the glycerin onto your applicator, Craig. So what that's going to do is going to mix with your ink, and it's going to make it much thicker. It's going to slow down the drying time, and it's going to mean that you can do fabulous vignette blends, which you no way could you do with just a liquid ink. Like, hello. Hello.
Hello,
what?
ding dong.
I know. So see why I'm thinking when if I ever am, and I hope not, on that desert island, just moi. You know, these are the colouring things I want with me. This and the good paper. and that'll be me at least occupied, you know. I might not be able to feed myself, have shelter, or basically survive more than a day other than that, but I'll have a great day of colouring in on that. Yeah, that'll be it.
And it's not food glycerin that you're using, it's the cheapest chips.
Just cheapest chips, glycerin, just the regular. You can get loads of it. If you look online, you can buy it. Vegetable glycerin, yeah, just really, I mean, the bottles we buy, I started off with regular size, you know, like a medicine size bottle.
Okay, yeah.
It's virtually gallon size now because but it lasts so long, you know. And actually, you guys, we've got it in the studio now as well. It's just a staple. Add it to your crafting stash, guys, honestly. And what I did, I bought these little bottles again online, and I decanted some of the glycerin into these bottles, and then it becomes much more of a workable kind of tool to carry around with me and use for just such occasion as this. So then you've got your really, really nice blend going on there. I've got the vignette look. Now we're going to make things a little bit lighter in places, and to do that, I'm going to use a white gel pen, and we'll pop a little bit on the wings of these little dragonfly guys here. And oh, you know what, Craig? When I was in Ludlow, there was a really lovely river there, and we had it was absolutely fabulous weather. It was about a month ago, maybe a little bit more. Yeah. And the dragonflies, I've never seen the colours like these ones. They weren't massive, right? Not like the big, huge ones, like you know that. They were about this big, but the green, like a petrol bluey green colour on them was amazing. They were like emeralds. They were stunning when the sun hit them. Were just so pretty. Yeah, I've never seen anything like that in nature with that kind of iridescent colour. Was stunning.
And then with the aqua pens, you've got the ability to kind of recreate as close to the ones that you've seen. You know, if you've got ones that are a specific colour, like you said.
You've got any colour, absolutely. And well, you saw, this is the first time I've thought I'd recreate Debbie's card there, and you saw how easy that was to just pick out the colours that are from Debbie's card that are virtually absolutely the same as she's used, and that's how versatile these pens are.
They really are.
So we'll pop that there.
But what's lovely as well to see when you say you take the ideas from so many of your team, you've done this, Sheena, from scratch.
Absolutely.
At the start of this Wake Up Call show, you started from scratch, and you've done the line, you've done the backdrop, you've done the stamping, you've done the vignette, all of that from scratch within this one show.
That's it, exactly. So it doesn't have to take ages to look amazing. We were just talking about that, Craig, weren't we? You know, there's sometimes when we demonstrate, and we'll spend ages thinking, this is fantastic, and it's a pièce de résistance, and then you do something really quick. Like and that's the one Sunday. Everybody's loving. And you go, cheers, guys. Yeah, thanks for that. So I'm going to stick that onto this backing thing I've got prepared here. And then we'll put the little bit of bling on as well. And then that will be the first make of the day.
Yes, excellent.
And then it's just, obviously, we could just keep going for a month with these products, I tell you. And hopefully you can see how these stamps are so, of all of the collections I've brought out, I think these are the most technique-y playing with them collection, because you can do a lot of, if you like backgrounds, it's perfect for that. Right, the bling, I'm going to use some of this new glitter glue. Oh, you know what, I've got, there it is, great. I've got a new, it's just a new one. I'm going to pop a little bit on the wings, like this. A bit of bling.
Nice. So any of these are little additional like embellishments, you've got dewdrops or anything like that?
Oh, absolutely. Just little bits of accents. I might use a different colour. Let's use this bluey colour here. Just to give it that little bit of extra magic and sparkle. Oop, a little bit too much there. Whoopsies. If it does, just don't worry about it, because when it dries, you'll not see it as much.
And then what's lovely, well, any of these three sets as well, and I know I've said it quite a lot lately when it comes to certain things, and that's just because obviously I want you to get the longevity out of them as well. What you've designed within these ones here, springtime, summertime, autumn time, winter time.
Absolutely, exactly. Winter, spring, summer or fall. All you got to do is call, and we'll be there, Craig.
We will be. We will be.
Hey, you know what? You got a friend with us, haven't you?
Absolutely.
There you go. There's a song for you.
Sheena, look
Another
at
earworm. So there you go. That was just before you in real time. And it doesn't have to be a carbon copy of the one that's inspired you. It can just be the colour scheme, even, or in rough composition. But that's the first card there.
Incredible. Thank you so much for that. I'll have a look at the comments just in a moment because I can see that they've gone crazy, absolutely loving seeing what you've done from start to end. Now, beforehand, we showed you the Showstopper collection, which is just on the screen right now if you wanted to go for it. But maybe you want to go for just the brand new stamps on their own, which are going to give you your 3 sets, 15 stamps in total, including that beautiful bridge that we've got here. Now, as I said, whether you are in your hometown, whether you are visiting, whether you're on holiday, in the countryside, out the countryside, you will have all seen a bridge, something similar of this forum, wherever you've gone for the walks. Now, within me, I said there's one just through in Durham there that, you know, I can just, you know, think back to the times I've walked across it or walked by it. Similar, the same, just on outer the centre of Edinburgh. They're exactly the same. So whether I'm back home in Scotland or here in home, then I know that I'm going to be able to use these in many ways. What you're then going to be getting is you're also going to be getting your carefree days and time to reflect. So when it comes to all 3 sets here, you're going to be getting your 15 stamps in total. So you've got your main imagery, plus you've got your little sentiment or your little sentence stamp set as well. $23.97 or $29.85. You've got platinum price here of $19.18 or $23.88. So those 3 stamp sets, these are your brand new stamp sets that are launching today. We've got 2 full hours within Colour Me Happy within the middle of the day, but as you've just seen there, a nice way to see how you can use them within Wake Up Call. Lots and lots and lots of love for what Sheena's just been showing you there. Lynn Harvey's in saying, I like the grass stamp, Sheena. She's done it again. It works really well with the line technique, doesn't it just? Really, really does. Rolf is saying great colours. Tracy is saying that's stunning. Tracy Harris is saying another fabulous stamp set, Sheena. Great selection of cards from your amazing design team. Big shout out to them. My friend just threw up in Scotland, funny enough, in Montrose. Cat Butts in saying, I love Sheena's work, such an inspiration. I treat myself to the Showstopper. Excellent. Mary's saying Sheena is a master. Kelly saying, I love using the glycerin with the inks. Sarah Brown saying, this is absolutely stunning, Sheena. Thank you for sharing your ideas with us. You're so talented. Rolf is saying he's bought the stamp sets too. Thea is saying, could not resist those stamps, so I've bought them. Trinkle's Garden and Home Life is saying, Sheena, that is beautiful. Eleanor Murphy is saying, it's absolutely amazing. Love the way that Sheena makes it look. And I can practice and learn to do this too. Mary's in saying, beautiful. Jackie's saying, what was the white gel pen that you were just using there, Sheena?
Oh, I've got a couple here. There's 2 I use more often than not. The one I just used was a Uniball one. Okay. And it's a Uniball, and I think it's the broad one. Yeah, Uniball. So that's quite it's a ballpoint kind of nib, yeah. And the other one I come and use quite a bit is this Staedtler white brush pen. And this one's literally like a brush nib, so you can do thicker and thinner ones there. So yeah, you can, like larger areas, Craig. Yes. If you wanted to kind of like, I'll just put my finger on the glue. But if you wanted to add a little bit more, well I won't, but in the moon and lighten it, maybe put a little bit on there. You can just see, you can get a little bit more coverage on there. And it layers, so once it dries, you can put a little bit more on again. Yeah.
Excellent. That's
so
great.
Those are the 2 there.
Brilliant. Excellent. In the meantime as well, if you've got your original Academy of Colour, you've got your white pigment pen within that one. You could use that,
yeah,
of course.
Yeah, they're great. Yeah, absolutely.
These ones.
You can half taken it out, then put it on with a brush. Yeah, no, you pump some of the stuff out and then put it on with a brush. Yeah,
there you go.
You know what? I'm cleaning my stamps as well. Using my stamp cleaner, Craig.
Will we watch you do that?
Yeah, do you want to do it? Do you want me to show you?
Well, let's watch it before we have a look at the inks.
Just might as well. I thought we might as well. Because you know, we talk these things, we say these things are available, but you think, well, yeah, did they use them? Look at mine and tell me if I use mine. Seriously, I absolutely need to do this. Maybe between shows I need to go and clean it, because that's at the point there where you need to clean it, right? So just saying. So you're going to spray this area here. Where did I put my spray? Just had it. there it is. So you spray either the stamp, if they're really scruffy, either spray the stamp or I'll spray this. And then you literally just go over like this. And this is where the pigmenting really does mess them up quicker than any of the inks, I think.
Okay.
The dye-based inks tend to stain your stamps, but don't worry about it. That's not a problem.
Yeah, don't
It
worry.
just means that, you know, that they've got like the line, you see the line on them. But yeah, so you go from one side to the other and you clean it like the one side, you dry it on the other, and then the most important thing is that's what it does for your stamps. It makes them stick. And that's huge, because with cling stamps, if they lose their stick, this is super frustrating. This doesn't. It's specially formulated to get them clean, not damage them, and then they're good to go again. But I'm definitely at the point where I need to clean that, Craig.
Yeah,
I think
I know,
it's a fair
it looks it. And the prime example you're saying, you know, whether you use the rocker blocks or the stamping platform, and I know what you mean. If it's not quite sticky, Sheena, you put your stamp on the stamping platform, you ink it up, you turn it over, you're hovering over your cardstock, and then it just drops.
Oh, isn't that? Oh.
So yeah, really good idea to then just clean the back there. Right, let's actually have a quick look at the stamp cleaner, because we've got the set on. Now, you do get the solution within Sheena's Showstopper, but if you want to go for the actual stamp cleaning station and the solution together, you can do that. Now, you're going to be able to get that at $18.88 or $25.11. Now, it is a key staple tool to maintain your stamps, but you've got a saving of 10%. But if you're platinum, it comes down to $15.10 or $20.90. You're going to get both of these ones here. Now, even if you've gone for the Showstopper, where you've got one of your stamp cleaning solution, you can never have too much, because you're always going to need it. So it's worthwhile considering popping that one into your basket as well. If you're going for the Showstopper or just the brand new stamp sets on their own, you've got that option. If you are going for that one on its own, it's over £10, $10, €10. So it means if you put in summer gift in the promo code, you're going to be getting your free gift, which is your Thinking of You shadow stamp and die set, which looks like this one, which you could be using with the water reactives we're away to show you, or you can even use them when it comes to stamping using the aqua pens, where Sheena showed you how you can stamp with them. So that is your stamp cleaning station. I think it's an absolute must for anyone, whether you stamp all day long or whether you just dabble in stamping. It's a nice way to prolong and clean your stamps. Now let's have a look at our water reactive ink pad bundle here. Now when it comes to this bundle here, essentially you're kind of getting 4 for free, and I'll talk you through that in a moment. We're going to go through all 10 of them here. Now when it comes to the 10, these are your water reactive ones. So you're going to be getting your fuchsia. We're then going to be getting the noir black. All right, Sheena, let's go back to the fuchsia again. Let's show you that one. Let's show you. I love it when I've not done that gag around certain people enough times, because I know you guys at home are just getting bored of it. I think it's funny.
Yeah, but you still have to do it. You still have to do it.
Still got to do it.
Got to do it.
So we've got the fuchsia, we've got our noir black, we've got our friar brown, we've then also got our midnight. You're then going to be getting your oasis, so that's your oasis blue. You're going to get your parakeet, one of all of our favourites here in the team. You're going to be getting your pine tree. You're also then going to be getting your Chinese red. You're going to be getting your straw bale. And then you're getting your spring meadow. What a fantastic comprehensive bundle of ink pads, water reactive ink pads in this set here that you can go for. The different things, the different techniques, the different backgrounds that you can create when it comes to these ink pad bundles. Now you are going to get all 10 of them. Now that today's price, £35, $45, gives you a saving of over 40%. Now these ones here, they are $5.99 each or $8.95. So 6 of them come to £35.94, or 6 of them come to $53.70. So that's what I mean by kind of working out that you're going to be getting 4 for free. Absolute staple in my opinion. They're always my go-to, although I've been going to my duets, you know, a lot more as of late, but still, Water Reactive are always going to be my go-to for sure. Even better if your platinum comes down to £28 or $36 for you guys stateside. Now, what we are going to do, now, although that you can't necessarily colour on top of this when it comes to blending with alcohol pens or your water-based pens, we're going to show you this bundle here because it's a really good one where it is buying two and you're going to get one for free. Now, for this one, what you're going to do is, this is your Centura Pearl. It's double-sided. Now, that one does say single-sided on the front there. I'm just going to check my notes because I'm sure that they are double-sided. So, yes. So, please ignore this one where it says single-sided. Yours are going to be double-sided. Now, you're going to be paying for two of the ivory bundles, and then we're going to be giving you your fresh white for free. Now, again, I know it says there single-sided. Yours will be double-sided Centura Pearl. It is giving you in total your 3-piece, so that's 120 sheets in total, double-sided A4 Centura Pearl cardstock, 310 GSM, £23.50 or $33.50. You can see that saving there is then saving, of course, the equivalent of one of these ones. Platinum price is $18.80 or $26.80. Now, these are going to be great for your card blanks, your die cuttings, of course, mats and layers if you want to. Of course, you can colour direct on with single colours of your alcohol-based pens, but when it comes to blending, whether it's alcohol, whether it is your aqua pens or that, it's not something you'll necessarily use for those purposes, but we always need Centura Pearl, and because it's a buy two, get one free, we just thought we'll bring this one in for you to see if that is all that you're going for. Once again, it's over £10, $10, €10, so put summer gift into the promo code at checkout.co.uk.com or .eu, and the guys and girls will pop that into your order. Right, breathing for a little second here. We are going to go to a little break, give you an opportunity to check out your baskets. When we come back, we will do a very quick recap, and I promise we'll go back to Sheena. So we'll be back in a minute.
Here at Crafters TV, it couldn't be easier to get social with us. Whether you're watching on Facebook or YouTube, on your TV or tablet, you can get so close to the action, it's like you're in the studio with us. You can ask questions about products or crafty techniques. Get hints and tips from our expert illustrators. Plus, share pictures of your crafty makes with our amazing community. Crafters TV, getting you closer to the crafty action.
Welcome to Crafters TV. With more than 35 hours of live shows each week, it's your home for all things craft. We shine the spotlight on new and innovative crafting products with live tutorials and demonstrations. Join our family of craft experts where fun happens every day.
Are we in trouble or are we all right?
Yeah.
Should be coming in. Should be coming.
What did she do?
Exactly
What
how
did she do?
he looks.
This is awesome. This is awesome.
Get creative and craft along. With our amazing deals, your next craft project is just a click away. Tune in live 7 days a week, or you can watch us on Catch Up at crafterscompanion.com, Facebook, or our YouTube channels. You can chat to us, craft along, and meet new friends by joining our online crafting community.
And I watch you every day, and it's just what really gets you through when you're really at rock bottom.
There's a show for every type of crafter, from first-time dabblers to full-time makers. Crafters TV, create every day.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the Crafters Companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% of your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches, and of course the Club Inspire community group on Facebook, where you can access exclusive content such as downloads, offers and inspiration, and of course you can chat and share your makes with other members. You'll receive 1 point for every pound, dollar or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
We've got Gloria's in saying, hi Sheena, great collection and I love your hints and tips. Wendy's in saying, I love Sheena's shows, can't wait to use the showstopper. Alison saying, super show, I've dusted off my aqua pens and really enjoying using them again. Just need to be reminded of old techniques from time to time. So thank you, Sheena. I agree with you. I absolutely, completely agree with you, Alison. I am exactly the same and I'm going to be doing exactly the same. Lindsay is saying, good morning all to the absolute amazing Sheena. I look forward to these Wednesdays. Christine as well saying, hello Sheena and Craig, hello to you. And a very quick question before we recap the showstopper and go straight to Sheena. Sheena, Laura is asking, can you use the cleaning solution on your fingers to initially get the majority of the ink off your fingers before using soap and water?
Yeah, I'm sure it's fine. Yeah, it's absolutely fine for your fingers. I'm always like, but I have to say, the best thing for cleaning dye-based ink is a solid bar of soap. You know, like a solid bar.
Yeah, solid one.
Oh, I've tried all kinds.
Yeah.
Well, you know, I've always covered in ink for how many years now, Craig.
Uh-huh.
And liquid soap, it's rubbish.
Yeah.
Honestly, every liquid soap, I can literally wash my hands and it's all there. Pick up a bar of soap, like a hard bar of soap, wash it, and I would say 90% of it's gone.
Yeah,
with that one
yeah.
wash. So a hot, definitely. You think all soap's the same, don't you?
You would have thought so, wouldn't you?
It's
you would
not.
have, but
Seriously,
no.
trust me. Get
Clearly
an
not.
old school bar of soap for your hands.
You know, I know this sounds daft. You know what I also find as well, like I'd be using the soap, when I wash my hair. I don't know, it must be obviously the, I don't know, the friction
Oh,
or
yes,
the
it
movement
does.
in
Yeah,
the hair.
that's
It seems
shampoo
to,
seems to. Yeah, that's weird.
I would say if you're maybe light hair or blonde or something
It's
like that. And you're,
lovely coloured.
yeah, there you go.
Very nice.
Yeah, maybe I don't have that worry, of course. Dark hair. Right, quick recap of the Showstopper collection. I promise you we'll go straight to Sheena here. So these are 3 brand new stamp sets that are launching today from Sheena, and we're going to be showcasing them again within Colour Me Happy, the middle show of the day. I'll be here with Sheena for Colour Me Happy in the middle of the day, and then Ben will be taking over for Beautiful Beginnings. Now, when it comes to the new stamp sets, you've got the 3 of them. So it's your 5-piece because you've got a few additional elements that I'll show you, but you're going to be getting 15 stamps in total. Now you've got your Carefree. Within this one here, we're going to be getting 5 stamps. So you've got that lovely floral, that wildflower that Sheena was just using there, and then you've got your additional sentiments. So you've got your, 6 stamps in total. I stand corrected. 6 stamps in total there with the wildflower, 2 little dragonflies, and then you've got your 3 little sentences there of the stamps there and there. You're then going to be getting your, I mean, just absolutely beautiful, absolutely gorgeous within that one. Time to Reflect that you've got there. When it comes to the stamps, you're then going to be getting your 6 stamps here with additional sentiment stamps. No reason why you can't mix and match. And then you're going to be getting your beautiful bridge. Now you're going to get the 3 stamps within that one there. So that is your 3 new stamp sets today here on Crafters TV from Sheena. But when it comes to the Showstopper, you're also then going to be getting your 50ml stamping solution. So if you've gone for the stamping platform cleaner, then of course you'll get one of these, but you can always use more. You can never not have too many of the stamp cleaning solution. So you're going to be getting one of them, and you're going to be getting your 5x7 fab file. Now you're also going to get a pack of the dividers inside as well. Now you're going to get the little tabs and the card to pop the little tabs into. If you want to then use them to divide your stamps up, maybe some of your dies up, maybe part project, scraps of cardstock, you can do that. But really strong storage plastic that you're getting. It's not your inexpensive plastic. Unbelievably strong within that one there. £30 or $38. You've got a saving of over 15% on today's brand new Showstopper bundle, thanks to Sheena. Now, if you are platinum, that's going to come down to £24 or $30.40. Plus, of course, pop that promo code in at checkout, summer gift. You're going to get your free gift as well, which is your Thinking of You shadow stamp and die set. So other than popping the code in at checkout, the guys and girls will pop it into the order for you. Right, as promised, let's head straight across to Sheena to see what else we can do with this incredible collection.
Fabulous. You know that storage thing? I need that. I haven't got one.
You've not got one?
I've got one. And you know all those A6 stamps I've been bringing out recently. How perfect is that for
Perfect,
them?
aren't they?
And I'm
Yeah.
thinking now, oh, that's where I need to keep my stamps. Hello,
That's
penny
where.
dropped.
There you
Anyway,
go.
yeah, there you go. Well, I blame having been away and wandered for a little bit. When I've come back, and there's so much that I'm out of the loop with.
Yeah,
Craig.
all this new stuff for you.
What?
All this new stuff.
Seriously. Right, so let me show you what we're going to do next. We're going to do this fabulous card here. I love this. This is Debbie's card.
Isn't it?
And I really, she's added the rainbow there, which I think is lovely. And the reason I think this is a great one to show you, it's got some different techniques in. We're going to do a bit of stenciling
Okay.
to start with, but just to mention, here's the theory, here's the learning bit from the stenciling, because you all know how stenciling works. For the first thing to be aware of is that colour looks, it looks sometimes like you have no colour there when you're stenciling. And then you take the stencil away and you go, whoa, there's loads of colour.
Yes.
So just be aware of that. So you don't want to go too heavy on the colour here. So less is more. That's what we need to be aware of, because we want it nice and pale and pastel. Now, the other thing to note with this card is, this is where I'm saying, read the card, read the stamps if you're going to follow something, and try and do a bit of detective work and think, make things easier for myself before I start. So the first thing to note is we've gone from a warm side here, to a cool side, cool colour. So warm colours being pink, red, orangey colours, yeah, to blue, purpley colours here, Craig, right?
Okay.
So how do you transition from one to the other without getting a muddy colour in the middle?
Absolutely.
You use yellow, because yellow mixed with pink is going to give you orange, yeah?
Right.
Yellow mixed with blue is going to give you green.
Oh my God.
So that's going to be your bridge over those troubled waters. See where I'm going here? Yes, that's like, this is where a little bit of knowledge and thinking before you start and go, yes, that's going to make all the difference for me there. Okay.
What a great tip.
There you go. So that's where we're
that.
going to start. So let's see how we get on with that. So we'll use I'm using these large rectangular blending applicators here. And as I said, I want to keep it pale. So I've used some of the low tack tape there, just so I can just keep checking on how much colour I'm applying. Now, obviously, the other thing is you don't have to do the whole centre of the card, because you're not going to see it.
Exactly.
So I'm going to just do the top and the bottom, but make sure that I've got enough coverage there so that I have got that, I'm not going to have a missing bit when I put the topper on. So that there, but also going across a little bit so that I've got a little bit of a transition, and I'll start the other side with yellow as well. So lighter colour, and always start with the lighter colours anyway, because you'll use less of the darker colours to affect the light colour than the other way around. Yeah,
Just the way you're building it up.
absolutely.
Right.
So there we've got the nice kind of chevron there with the yellow. But what I want to do now is we'll go to a warmer colour. We could even go on with some of the Chinese red. Oh, I've got a brand new one here. Bear with. And with that, we can, in fact, I'm going to use a new applicator. I'm going to keep the yellow and lighter colours together, and I'll use the red and the pink together. So a little bit of Chinese red, just, again, light application, because this is a powerful ink. This is mighty powerful red colour. It's lovely, but we want to keep it pale. Okay. So take a little bit off. If you've picked up too much, try it on a little bit of a scrap card first, if you're not sure. And then just keep checking. Yeah, that's pretty. We've got a nice, transition going on. And then I'm going to go to my pink back. We're going to go back to the fuchsia.
Oh yes, love it.
Joe, what can I
Thank
say?
you.
We can't help it, can we?
Thank you for
I
humouring
went a
me.
bit heavy there. I went a bit, I was a bit excited about the back to the fuchsia, and I've gone a bit heavy with the application. So,
Blame me.
yeah, forgive me for that one. Just, it was just a bit of excitement. So we've gone a bit brighter than I intended with that one. But can you see how now we've got that really pretty, from cooler pink to warmer pink to yellow to orange, because it's blended to yellow.
Yes.
Yeah, that's fab. Now what we want to do is we're going to do the same thing in the opposite direction. So we're going to take this low tack tape off, and even if it did happen to catch there, it doesn't really matter, because I've got, in fact, what I should do, I'm going to just wipe this because that's going to blend, all right? So when you're cleaning your stencils, I know we haven't got stencils on today's show, but these are the stencils I keep coming back to.
You
They're the
do,
ones
don't
that,
you? Yeah.
I just love this set with the, were released with the wild flowers and, sorry, the duets, weren't they? So
They were.
what I was going to say is when you're cleaning your stencils, don't get too overzealous about cleaning them, because you can, you can damage them by trying to be too
Can you?
keen
Right.
to clean. Don't be too keen to clean. That's my little phrase of the day. So I'm just
I'm going to remember that at the weekend when I go to do my housework.
Yeah,
Sheena said, don't be keen.
It's
too
my
keen to
mantra I live
clean.
by,
I like
Craig.
that.
Yeah, so we've got that there. Now we're going to go to the yellow again. So back to that yellowy colour where we've finished. Oh, I've got a bit of pink on there. Never mind. Well, that's the oh, this is where, right, more haste, less speed. I picked up the wrong colour. Right, imagine this is yellow. You know the theory. If I just put it into practice, it would be fab, wouldn't it, eh? So that's the yellow there, supposed to be, in the middle to there. And then we're going to continue across because then we wanted to make the yellow blend into a green colour. So by just continuing further across with the yellow, we should get that blend there. And I'm just going to come a little bit further across to there. So now we're going to get from the yellow, I'm going to go to green. Actually, let's just go straight in with this colour here. Let's try, no, I'm going to go in with Pine Needles. I should mention, if you get this set, guys, it's not just by chance that this set is a one I'm using today. I put this set together for you for this collection. And it's a great set of colours for landscapes and basically florals and anything you want to use with them. It's a lovely, everything's kind of represented in there. And then I'm going to go finally to this, to this bluey kind of gorgeous, what's that one? Parakeet.
Parakeet.
Yeah.
We all love that one.
Lovely, isn't it? It's
Yeah,
a beautiful
it's a really
colour.
nice one.
And then if you want to make that a little bit more purpley or bluey, you could always finish off with a little bit of midnight. But you've got a rainbow there. And what the point of this little exercise is, yes, it's nice to make cards, but I always like to give you a little bit of, a bit of learning in with it.
Yeah, and the reasoning as to why you've chosen colours.
Exactly,
yeah.
and why how you've transitioned from one colour to the next. And then you've got that really pretty blend there. And then the focal point will go in the middle. And that will then, that's where we're going to now concentrate on creating. Oh, almost done, just remembered. We'll put the lid on that, pop these to one side. If you haven't got any of the art liners yet, I would strongly suggest to get some, because you've seen me use them so many times. I just love that set.
Yeah.
I just use them all the time. They're fabulous. So 0.5 probably a good size. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this little wobbly line, so don't try and draw, sometimes if you try and draw a straight line, this is what you get anyway, to be honest, but yeah, so just make it as random as you can. This little, we don't want repeating patterns, we want it random, like that, around the outside. And so you see how, and these are useful actually in that first card. If you've missed a little bit of the grasses, if you can clearly see one of the grasses, but there's a bit missing and it's kind of like a focal point grass, use your little, your pens to fill in the gaps.
To fill it in,
yeah?
yeah.
So then we put little hearts there and just colour them in. So I may not do all of this on camera because we've got that much we want to show you, but again, you don't want them evenly spaced out, about the same size, but it's nice to just have a little bit of a random kind of, bit going on there, and you can change the spacing on that. You could do little cross hatches there if you want, but I think the hearts look really, really cute. Nice one, Debbie.
Cute.
That's a really sweet little touch, don't you think? It's really cute.
Is.
Yeah.
But it's not overthinking it. It's just, In some ways, I like to think of it, of what I've done whenever I've done this, Sheena, is I take my lid off the pen and I just go straight in for it.
Yes.
Don't think.
No, that should be like, you know, like Nike have the swoosh, just do it.
Just do it.
Mine is just don't think. That's my swoosh, just don't think.
Just
I'm
don't
usually,
think.
actually, you know, I'm going to put these hearts on the right way around. So I'm turning the card around there, just so that they're face up again, instead of them being upside down at the bottom. We'll do them all right way up that side. It's just such a lovely little technique, and it's such a pretty. So the thing is, you know, with this technique here, you can use this on any other stamp that you want to feature. Really, it's this is where Wednesdays aren't just about what we're showing you that day. It's like when I'm designing the stamps, they're a vehicle for me to show you stuff that will help you out with all of this stuff. Does that make sense?
That makes
It's not
perfect
just about
sense.
that one set, it's
No.
about what you can do with that information going forward. So now we've got that ready. That's going to go on there. How cool is that? It's going to sit on a background like this. I'm going to pop these bits away, Craig, and then have a little bit tidy up, and then we'll regroup and we'll focus on the center image and how we can make it. So this is coloured in beautifully, and it's Debbie's such a great colourist, but I'm going to try and see if I can make this as quick and as easy as possible for you.
Okay.
So even though it looks like a complex image, you're thinking, oh, it's going to take ages to colour that in. We're going to attempt before a live studio audience,
Brilliant.
something I did a while back, many moons ago. We'll see if we can make that easier.
Oh, sounds good
Okay.
to me. Right, we'll give you a little bit of time, Sheena, just to get yourself sorted, and then we'll come back to you for sure. That is, of course, your Riverside Stamp Showstopper collection. It's your 5-piece where you're going to be getting your 3 new stamp sets, plus you're going to be getting that fab file 5x7, and you're also going to get your 50ml, your stamp cleaning solution. That's going to be £30 or $38 with a saving of over 15%. But if you're platinum, you're going to then be £24 or $30.40. So that, as well as the ink pads and so much more, you're going to find on Shop the Day on our website, crafterscompanion.co.uk.com or .eu. Right, let's have a look at our hero tool set here. Now within this one here, this is your intricate tool collection that we've got. Now this is giving you a lovely selection of all the key tools that you're going to need. Now it's a 6-piece collection that you've got here, and I'm going to step you through what you're going to get. £17 or $28. You've got a saving of over 25%, keeping in mind this is your intricate tools. This is not even if we took the word out intricate, this is still a key tool, hence why it's called your hero tool, of course. $13.60 platinum or $22.40. It's over £10, $10, €10. So you're going to be able to take advantage of that summer gift code and get your free stamp and die set. Now you're going to get your full length tape runner, which is 22 meters in length. Really, really good for construction. Do you know other tape runners, as I say, out there on the market in the craft industry are between 10 and 12 meters. Ours are 22 meters in length. Even use it, yes, mats and layers, but your fine glitter or your gilding flakes, perfect use as well. Now you're also going to be getting your low tack tape. Now each of these ones are on the housing, so you're going to be getting all 3 rolls of these ones on the little housing tape as well. The dispenser, that's included. You're then going to be getting one of my absolutely key essential tools is your Poke Tools. Now you're going to get 2 of them. Now this might sound obvious, but these are called Poke Tools. These are really, really sharp with a fine point at the top, and they need to be. So whether you're going to be taking the back ends off your double-sided tape, whether you're going to be using them to do all your little borders and do your pricking techniques, maybe you're just going to be using it for taking backs off or bits out your dies, you can be doing that, of course. So you've got the protective cap as well. You're going to be getting your die tool. Now this one here, once you've got your die cut done, you can then of course take this little tool and then run it over the back. Many of the bits are then going to come out. Any little bits that stay in place, this is where you could be using your Poke Tools. So that's in there. We're also going to be giving you a pack of the 3 replacement heads. Now what you are going to get is already 1 included, and then you're going to get 3. Now the one thing I always like to point out with these is many of you think that it's time to change them when there is none left, when they've all come out. That is not the case. What you will find is all of these little bristles, they will always stay in place. It's time to change it when they start to curl in on themselves. When they start to curl in on themselves, then they've got no way of popping through the little release holes of your dies. So if that happens, take a close look. And then, of course, you can start to replace them. And then we're also going to give you a 10-pack of your Snow White Hint of Silver Centura Pearl. So that is your A4, and you've got your 10 sheets, 310 GSM. That on its own is worth $3.99 here in the UK. So exceptional value when it comes to that hero tool here, when it comes to the intricate die tool set. All of that, £17.28 with a saving of over 25%, but you've got a platinum price of $13.60 or $22.40. That's also on Shop Today as well. And we'll look at that again throughout Beautiful Beginnings. Well, Sheena and Ben will do later on in the day. Right, before we go back to Sheena, let's have a look at the sparkle pen set that we've got here. Who doesn't love sparkle? I love this set, and this set's got one of my favourite colour tones, and that's the pastel. This is giving you your sparkle pen 3-piece collection. 9 pens in total with this one here. Within this set here, you are going to be getting the 3 of them, I say, 9 of the sparkle pens in total. When it comes to these ones on that today's price, what you're going to be is getting your earthy neutrals, your essential brights, and your soft pastels. £25.98 or $37.98. Essentially, it's kind of working out that you're going to be getting one for free, platinum price within that one. Oh, we've just gone back to the last set there. So that was your intricate tool set on the screen just now. So I know that Sam will just pop the details of the sparkle pens back up just in a moment. When that comes up, you'll find them on the website .co.uk.com or .eu. These ones also over that £10 mark. So if you go for just, of course, the sparkle pens, which are on the screen right now, $25.98 or $37.98. You've got a platinum price, $27.88 or $30.38. So it's just a way to say there. You'll also qualify for your free gift, which if you pop in the promo code, your summer gift, that's then going to give you your Thinking of You shadow stamping die set in there on the website. Right, enough for me from now. Let's go straight back to Sheena and then carry on with this incredible demonstration.
Fabulous, cheers, Craig. Right, so I thought we'd stamp this out together. So I'm using the magnetic repositionable platform here because that is quite a detailed stamp, and I want to make sure I get all that detail on there. So I've got my watercolour card again ready. It's a little bit larger than size, yeah. So it's I'm all good to go. I'm inking this up now with I'm using Pebble. It could have been like any of the grey rather than the black. Just again, wanted a bit softer, Craig. Yeah, so with the Pebble. And then we'll just go ahead and stamp that out. Now, like, it might need a couple of times to try this, to go over it, because it is very detailed. Yep, a little bit, almost there. So just inking that up again. The thing is as well, if you look on your stamp, usually the ink's sitting waiting if you haven't got it the first time. You always have to add more ink, to be honest. It's just that you haven't pressed down in that area. So we'll try and pick up those little bits that we needed to. See where we're at, a little bit more in the middle.
It's nice to see you using the Pebble, because I know I'm guilty for this. I always go for the Noir Black or I go for the Flagstone.
Yeah,
very rarely Pebble or Rustic Brown.
That's right,
it's
yeah.
nice to see this.
I like, any of them, they're just a little bit more ink in the centre there, and then we're good to go with that.
Yeah.
Just get that little bit there.
And maybe, this time of the year, going into the autumn time, into the winter, you'll maybe use the Pebble and the Rustic Brown that little bit more.
Yes, it's just a warmer, softer. I like to use, you know what, I've missed that, still that same bit. I didn't ink the bit up. Right, one more time. How many times has the day gone? Just me stamping this out. We're good. I think I can, no, we're not. I'm going to ink it up one more time. Sorry, guys. You know what? It's a new stamp as well. And new stamps are just not the best to work with, to be honest. You want to dirty them up a little bit. I should have cleaned it with a cleaner and then gone to use it. And then we would have had a better, right, I'm going to work with that. In fact, you know what? I'm not happy with it, Craig. I'm not happy with it. Bear with. I'm going to get another bit of cord.
You're not happy with it.
I'm not happy with it. Yeah.
Another one.
These things happen. I'm going to do another one.
But as you say that as well, Sheena, it is just a bit of cardstock, isn't it?
You know why? I was wondering why I was having trouble. Craig, that little pesky thing there was underneath my platform. I'm thinking, What's going on?
What's going on?
Hello?
Gotcha. There you go. But you know, as I was waiting to say that, okay, so the issue there was we had that tape pen end just underneath there. But what's the worst? It's a little bit of cardstock.
Exactly.
It's a little bit of cardstock.
Exactly.
You're not happy with it, start again.
Start again. Turn it over. This watercolour card is so good. It's just I happen to have something on the other side of that one as well. So, but yeah, turn it over, use the other side. But it's just worth not, you know, compromising. Just make sure that your stamp's done the way you want it to be, is what I would say. Now, hopefully, that we've got that little pesky rogue item out from underneath the block. And you're thinking, why is this like, what's going on? Hello. Right. We'll do it again. But sometimes, you know, it is worth just like saying, okay, let's get it right.
Yeah, and if you're not happy with it, you know, don't proceed with what you're doing. You know, just start again.
Absolutely. There you go.
Look at that.
That's what I wanted. That's what I should have. Yeah, so the moral of that is just don't leave all the rubbish on your desk before you start. Have a clean up. Right, so we'll pop that there. Right, now, this technique. The plan is, I need to give this a little quick blast with a heat gun just because I want to make 100% sure this is dried, because we're going to apply the water reactive ink pads over the top of this, but using one of those little applicators.
Okay.
The little mini blending, the finger daubers
The
things.
little finger
Yeah.
daubers.
Because, well, we'll see which one will you find best. In the past, I've done this and I've used the round ones, you know, the round applicators, Craig. But I've got my rectangle ones and we've got these ones here today. So let's see which ones are going to work.
I'm a fan of the rectangle ones.
Yeah, absolutely. So let's see. So these are the colours I'm going to use. Again, look at Debbie's gorgeous picture. If you're looking for inspiration, how to follow that. The sky is very greyish kind of blue. So there's different blues in here. There's ocean blue and there's the parakeet. It's definitely not parakeet. That's far too tropical and bright and sunny. This one's closer, but you know what? I think midnight, a little bit less concentrated, is going to be more this colour because it's very greyed out. Yeah? So we'll try that. We may come to that one. The greens are easy. They've got a light green in the spring meadow we're going to use. We're going to use the pine tree. Can you see why all these ones I've put together now, why they're all coming in?
They're all coming together.
The river is going to be midnight and it's going to be a bit of this. And I may bring in a little bit of Friar Brown onto the bridge. We'll see. So what we're going to do, my plan is put as bulk of the colour down as quickly as possible, then refine it. That's where I'm going with it, Craig. Okay. So let's start with the sky. Let's get that sky in to start with. In the sky, I am going to use the larger applicator for that. The other thing I might use is I'm going to take some ink out and I'm going to probably add a little bit of glycerin to this.
Okay.
All right. So I'll pop that there and I'm going to use a little bit of the black as well because I want this to look pretty greyed out, yeah? So, but I want it to look paler. So to help me with that, I'm using some glycerin and I'm going to take my applicator, pick up the glycerin first and then pick up the two colours and then I'm going to try them out on a bit of scrap paper, see what I've got first. And then, all right, that's really quite dark still, so I'm going to take most of that off there. Can you see how I'm just taking most of the colour away? And now I'm going to come in from the top and go down towards that sky. And now I've got much more control, Craig, than if I'd gone straight in with the ink fresh like that. So I've got it darker at the top and lighter towards the horizon line, the skyline. I can darken it slightly at the top if I want to just pick up a little bit more of that ink. And I'm going outside of that area. So can you see it's darker here?
It is.
But it is that greyed out, looks kind of stormy because we want it to look like the rainbow's really shining through that, don't we? So that's great there. I'm happy with that. First job done. But so that's the first big tip. Glycerin. Take your ink out onto your counter and then you're not going to be putting glycerin in your ink pad if you're worried about that. So by taking the ink out, no harm, no foul.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So,
It would be fair to do that. You know, for instance, me until today, till you've just done it, I never thought about adding a little bit of glycerin to our water reactive
Yeah.
backdrops, but it can be done.
yeah, oh, absolutely, for sure. And if you've got a card that isn't playing very nice, that helps you out loads as well. So the next thing is we're going to put some highlights in the trees. Now, check this out. I'm not even going to paint them on. We're just going to go on like this. Look. Seriously? This is like, we couldn't get much quicker, could we, than that? So the light green first.
Great way to see the use of the different colouring tools and the different medium tools as well.
You know what, this is actually back in the day, I wish I'd had these Inktober's, it would have been easier than using the round discs that I used to use, the blending disc type ones. Now this is going to look not great until we trim it down, but bear with. So the idea is get the most of the colour down, all right, like this. So if you're like a bit intimidated about colouring in, thinking, I love the look of that, then if you've got a stamp that's drawn properly for you to give you just the right amount of shading, you don't have to work hard at it, Craig. You know, you shouldn't have to work too hard. So even something as, what a cheek as that should work for you. So I'm going to use a little bit darker now.
Okay.
You couldn't get much, it's quicker than this, could you, for colouring in, really?
Oh, it's so quick, but so effective, Sheena, that's the thing.
Yeah, that's it, this is it. So now we're going in with the darker green, and just don't worry if it, we're not worrying about getting so kind of like refined with the highlights and things like that. Just putting a bit of colour down just to give it a bit of contrast going on, like this.
Who was it that made the original card?
It was Debbie. So
Debbie.
what I love to do, Debbie's amazing at colouring and things, and she's just so good. She's so talented like that. But what I love to do is look at Debbie and go, that looks phenomenal. How can we make it easy for everybody can now get that same look or close to in as quick and easy way as possible? Yeah. So we haven't started lifting colour out yet. We've still yet to take colour out of this. So we need back to black, and just a little bit over this bridge here. And the colours are going to bleed from one area to the next a little bit, but we haven't refined this yet. We've got to play with it yet and have a little bit of, again, full bleaching and then add a bit more colour in. But this is the way of getting that bulk of the colour down, mapping out where your colour's going before you then get to the fancier bit.
Like mapping it out first.
Absolutely. So, and if you want to warm that up, you could try a little bit of the Fryer Brown in it just to give it a warmer tone.
Great use of the colour. I can't go over that sky, that really dark, stormy sky.
It is one of those techniques though, Craig, that it looks a bit of a mess, to be honest, until you get it done.
Yes.
You go, oh, it's looking, oh, I think she's lost it here. But stay with it, honestly, just stay with it, and then you'll see how we'll start putting it, getting it kind of a little bit more sophisticated and the way we want it to look. So this is straight across with a slightly lighter blue now with this this other blue there. We can come in with that darker one as well. So this is the river, the reflection. So all those colours are there, but they're blended in a little bit, yeah, with the background, the water, sorry. So we'll put a little bit darker, maybe here. Right, lovely, we've got that there. So even with that, you can see how we're getting there with that composition. So let me pop them there. I think that's about it with the quick blending. Right. I'm just going to take this glycerin away here for a minute, and we'll start to lighten stuff and darken stuff now. So now we'll start to be a bit more kind of refine it.
Yeah, yes.
So I'm going to use a round brush. We'll put the cloud in, or clouds. So round brush, big circles like this. So keep it quite fluffy circles and just think fluffy clouds like that. I was channeling me Bob Ross then again.
You were, weren't you?
Wasn't I? Yeah. So, and the thing is with clouds is if you kind of layer them, they look better as well. So by that I mean they have one kind of going over the other kind of thing a bit. So if we put one here, and then have this kind of coming over a little bit or behind, it just looks a bit more interesting than just the one.
Yeah.
See
and
the way the edge kind of gives it a kind of a layered look. By pulling the ink around, you're also using the ink that you're lifting to your advantage as well by
Natural.
just pushing that across there.
Yeah, yeah. And I actually said it on Monday, Sheena, when I was working with Debbie Robinson. You know, out of all the different techniques that I love to see, you know, for instance, I mean, like heat embossing, love watching that. But technique-wise, the resist effect, drawing the colour away from water reactive, or you know, duet or that. Oh, I love it.
Isn't
I
it?
absolutely love it.
I know, you just never tire of it, do you?
Never.
Those are the things that make it easy to use, these products. You put it, colour down, you take it out. So much easier than trying to paint around things and get it all perfect. So now we've got the arc, just arc your hand around like that, and you've got the start of your rainbow going on, yeah?
Yes.
And we'll put a little bit of a reflection here. So if we put that there, we'll imagine the rainbow could be coming, maybe a little bit of colour here as well. We'll put a little bit just there, so lighten that little bit. So that just to tell us to put a little bit of a colour that we're going to use just down there. Right, now the next thing is we'll put a little bit, we can highlight some of the tops of these trees here. So take some water out like this, okay? See how now we've lightened that?
Yeah, we have.
So now we're getting
have.
kind of being
Right
more
away.
specific about where we're picking colour out. Isn't that much quicker though, Craig? Isn't that just
So much
easier?
quicker.
Get all the colour on as much as you can in the background, then lift it out. Make these, you know, this is the beauty, these are the power-ups of each product that we use. And the power-up of Water Reactive is for bleaching if you've got the right card. That's the special kind of you know, special superpower kind of thing, isn't it?
And the thing is as well is even if you feel you're not an experienced stamper or colourist, so many of you will blend your inks onto your background or your card and maybe do the spritz of the faux bleaching. Now, if you can do that, you can absolutely do what Sheena's doing, because all that Sheena's done respectively is stamp that bridge, then blended the colours.
Absolutely. It's not magic, it's using the products that we keep telling you. It's a great products, guys, because look what you can do. And this is why we love them. This is exactly why. They make our jobs easier. They make us look better, because we know that it's not going to be a 50-50. Will it work? Will it not work?
No,
you know, it's working. We know it's going to work. So you know, that gives you the confidence to stand here and say, look, do this, and this is what you want. And there's nothing worse than trying to make do something that it's just not playing nice for you.
No.
These all play nice, honestly.
And with having what Sheena done within the first demonstration and this one here, and even when it comes to Colour Me Happy, use these as mini master classes, because Sheena's done these right from the very beginning to the very end. So after Colour Me Happy, after Beautiful Beginnings, when we're not live, go back, add these shows to your playlist, and then once you've got your showstopper stamps arrived at home, or whether you just go for the 3 sets, you can then pause and rewind, and then you can fast forward again, then you can rewind bits, you can recap what Sheena's doing, and then build that confidence by just replicating exactly what Sheena's done. And then, I say replicate, you'll maybe get to a point and think, actually, I'll do little raindrops or something.
Absolutely, and that's the best place to be, because then you throw me and I'm going, oh, I didn't think of that, that's brilliant. Yeah, fantastic. And that's the bit. I'm giving you the little push, the little stabilisers on your bike, and then you're off and running. That's exactly what it's about. Yeah, just hold your hand a little bit, just get you started, and then it's all you after that, as it should be, because this is, the stamps are the start of the story. They're just the blueprint, the wireframe of the plot and the whole book. That you're telling the story. You're the person who's going to bring the creativity to the mix. I'm giving you the tools to help you, but it's you after that. So we've got lots of fluffy trees going on. Bear in mind, we're going to trim this down. We've got the sky looking quite moody. We've got the space for the rainbow, and we've got the bridge. We can do a little bit work on the bridge. We can give the bridge a little bit more kind of drama and dimension. We can darken some areas so that it looks a little bit more kind of 3D. So
Yes.
if you want to make this bit in here a little bit darker and across along there, that will just push that little bit back a little bit. Can you see how
Even
it's
that little bit there, what the
Yeah.
difference it made.
Yeah, it does, absolutely. So look at where I've given it all the shading. If you look where the line work, obviously is to represent brickwork, but it's also there to represent the shading, so that you can, you know, it gives it that there for you without you having to work at it.
And it's like when you were saying, when you put the colours and that together, Sheena, there's a point as to why you've put certain colours
Absolutely.
together. But is it the same when it's designing? So there's
Yes.
a point as to why you have put a
Ev-
little black mark or
Absolutely,
shadow mark.
Craig. You know what? And I used to, back in school even, and then when I went to college, my preferred medium was pen and ink wash. So it was drawing back in the days like a rotring pen and then a watercolour wash over it. So that set me up perfect for what I'm
Yes,
doing
you
now,
know.
because that's how you draw up a stamp. But what I have to be aware of now is not putting too much detail in, because you want that areas to still left to colour in. Does that make sense?
That
Yeah.
makes perfect sense, yeah.
So what we're going to do, we can do it, we'll do a little bit of a rainbowy effect here, but I'm kind of tempted to make these a bit sparkle pennish kind of thing.
Nice.
I think we might get a bit of bling in there.
Oh, why not?
Yeah, I think we should. I think we owe it to ourselves,
think
and
we
then we'll
should
pop
do.
a little bit of blue. So we'll put a suggestion of some colour in there. We might use the yellow from the sparkle. So I'm going to pop a little bit of, so back to that arc kind of thing that you've got going on here. So this is where we want a little bit of a steadyish hand, and it's a little bit strong, that, so I'm going to lighten it a little bit. And then just come across and put that little suggestion of that first colour down. And then remember, we want a little touch of that in the water as well. And then we pop a little tiny touch of the pink.
Do you know something? Dean in my ears just said exactly what I've just thought there as well. He's just gone, the reflection. So yeah, where you've got water, don't forget about the reflection.
Absolutely.
Of another focal point. What I mean by that, of course, is you've got the reflection there of the bridge and the trees, Sheena, because
Yes.
you've done that for us. But if we add something, for instance, a rainbow, don't forget that
Forget
little
to put your little reflection in. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to use the sparkle pen here, and I'm going to use the yellow, and that'll make it, kind of give it a little bit of a yellowy tint, but it'll also be the yellow that I want for this bit in the middle. So I'm going to pop that there, just to give that warmer side. You see how it's just blinged that up loads there, and tiny touch in there. And then you could even, if you want, add a little bit on the tops of some of these trees, just a tiny wee touch, as you would say there, Craig. Just a touch. And then we could use this blue, and we could even pop a little bit of a, but we'll blend this out a little bit of sparkle over there, like that. And actually, let's pop that little touch in blue
And it's
there.
a good little reminder that if you're using a bit of sparkle onto something water-based previous, whether it's water reactive or that, you can still start to blend them in.
Absolutely, that's right, yeah. All these water-based things work great together, don't they?
Yes, they
so
do.
you don't have to use them in isolation. So what we'll do, Craig, we will, I'm going to pop a little bit of the green, I've just missed a little bit of tree there, and then I'm going to dry that, we'll trim it, we'll see what we've got,
Okay.
and then we'll see how it looks on the card and see what you guys think of it when we're done with it.
Incredible.
Yeah?
Awesome, yeah. Sounds good to me.
Okay,
Perfect.
fab.
Will we give you a bit of time to dry
Absolutely,
it?
yeah, you may as well,
perfect.
Craig, because it's not going to be interesting. I'm literally going to be drying and trimming. So that'll be, yeah.
Perfect. Awesome. Right, tell you what, let's have a look, because we've actually got our little finger daubers on the show. Now, you can see that I've got one set in front of me just here. Now, when it comes to these, the details are just going to be coming up onto your screen just in a little moment there. But look at the details that we can see just here, right behind my finger there, of our little detail. It's a 2-pack. So you're going to be getting this one, and you're going to be getting another full set as well. So you're going to get your ink dauber. So this is your storage kit too. 2-pack of these, £42 or $56. You've got a saving of over 15%. Now remember how long it took for us to get these. These, you know, we flippantly joke about it, but these probably did go over that Bermuda Triangle and just never came back. That's how long it took to actually get these back in stock here. So you're going to get the 2 packs. So that's going to be 80 of the finger daubers and then 2 of the storage trays to go with them. £42 or $56 with a saving of over 15%. But then you've got a platinum price there of $33.60 or $44.80. That is then going to be the perfect use for whether it's your water reactive, of course, your duet, your shimmer, maybe your pigment ink pads. You're going to be able to use them for all these different mediums as well. So that's your ink dauber kit, that's your storage as well. So it's 2 of these ones. So in total it's giving you 81 elements in total. So what we'll have another look at is our water reactive ink pad bundles, because this was the one that Sheena put together and was using there a moment ago. Now when it comes to these ones here, essentially, well, it is a star buy, and essentially you're going to be getting 4 for free, and I'll talk you how I work that one out. But you've got your 10-pack here, £35 or $45. When it comes to that platinum price, you're going to be £28 or $36 for all of these. Now you're going to be getting your Spring Meadow. You're then going to be getting your Noir Black. You're going to then be getting your Fuchsia. We're going to then be getting the Parakeet. We're then going to be getting the Midnight. We're then going to be getting the Straw Bale. We're then going to be getting your Chinese Red, your Pine Tree, your Ocean Blue, and you're going to be getting the Friar Brown. Now on that, today's price, you're saving over 40%. Now each of these individually would be $5.99 or $8.95. So when you start to tally them ones up, it works out at 6 of these ones would be £35.94, or for you guys stateside, $53.70. So that's how kind of working it out, that you're going to be getting 4 for free. So that is your water reactive ink pad bundle that Sheena put together for today's show. So they're on the website as well for you to take advantage of. But then them ones there, they're on .co.uk, .com or .eu. But the star of Wake Up Call, the star of the day, and certainly the star of the Colour Me Happy launch show within the middle of the day, is the Showstopper Bundle. Now in the Showstopper Bundle, you are going to be able to make these and so many other beautiful cards from the 3 brand new stamp sets. Now when it comes to the 3 brand new stamp sets, these are the ones that you're going to be getting. So these are new today, designed from and by Sheena, and we're going to be giving you some additional tools as well to go with them that you'll see just in a second. Now when it comes to all of these ones here, you've seen that beautiful first demonstration that Sheena done to start with, and then it's just done there. Remember, we've still got another 2 hours as well when it comes to Colour Me Happy with these ones. Now you've got your wildflower design with your different sentiments too. Now you can mix and match the sentiments, but you're going to be getting that set. You're then going to be getting the beautiful bridge that Sheena's just currently using at the moment. And then of course, I mean, look at that. Isn't that absolutely beautiful? Absolutely gorgeous. No matter how you start to use these and colour these with all of your colour and mediums, you're going to be able to create beautiful projects. So that's the 3 new stamp sets of the show. But within the Showstopper collection, you're also going to get your 50ml stamp cleaning solution, and you're also going to be getting your fab file as well. You're going to get some of the dividers as well, a pack of the dividers included. Perfect way to be storing your stamps or any of your offcuts of cardstocks, maybe some of your dies in there. Whatever you want, you can store it in there, but initially designed for your stamps, of course. So that's all part of your Showstopper, £30 or $38. You're going to be saving over 15% on that bundle there today. When it comes to the platinum price, you're then of course going to be getting a really lovely discount of 20%, where you're going to come down to £24 or $30.40. A few finished samples once again just to show you, and we're going to go back to Sheena. But we're also in the middle of our 7 days of summer event. I say we're in the middle, 2 days left, we're on day 5. So when it comes to the promo code at checkout, if you put summer gift at the checkout, as long as your order is over £10, $10, €10, what we will do is we will give you completely free that Thinking of You shadow stamp and die set. So if you put in that code at checkout, summer gift, the guys and girls will make sure that that goes into your order, of course. Now, it could be today's brand new collection of the Riverside stamp set collection, or it could just be the tool set. It could be cardstock. As long as your basket totals £10, $10 or €10 or more, put in that promo code and of course you could take advantage of that free gift. Some lovely comments coming through, just seeing what Sheena's been doing, but before I have a look at them, let's throw back to Sheena and then we can finish off because we'll still need to get the vote in as well.
We're well, it's almost done, but it just needs a bit of highlight.
Highlighting,
yeah,
okay.
So I've got the white pen, and so I thought to soften the rainbow, we'll just add a little bit of just a little kind of white kind of border, like kind of a halo, so that it gives it that look of, as if it's kind of glowing a little bit more ethereal kind of thing there. So that just softens that edge a little bit. So still got the bling, but it just takes it down a little bit more, and we can put a little bit more of that reflection in the water there. Also, because we've got the pen, we can add a little bit of reflection in the water if you think we can lighten that up a little bit. So have a look if it's got a little bit dark, just put a few little ripples and things in here and it just lightens it a tad. Also, the bridge, we can put a suggestion of a little highlight at the top. Don't get too carried away with your white pen. Just yeah, just be careful. But so a little bit, not everywhere, but just in bits, just to accentuate some main areas of your image there. Maybe a few little bits on the trees if you want. What I would say is have a look and kind of half close your eyes at this point. This is where I've always done this from being a kid. I just naturally did this, but it is a thing in the art world. If you wear glasses like me, it's easy, just take your glasses off now and everything becomes fuzzy. So, but if you half close your eyes, what you see is not the shape, the detail, you see the shape of things. So if you can see kind of definition and things going on, you're looking at like kind of what they call the tonal values of that picture. So whether it's got light and dark in it and it's contrasty enough. So that's what you're doing. So we're going to stick that, and that's how. And if it looks flat, that's telling you to darken and lighten. So it's like when you used to turn the contrast up on the telly in the old days. That's a similar thing, yeah. Back in it, everybody's going, no, don't remember that, no.
It's funny because there's a lot of times where we talk about things and now at my age I'm like, yeah, I remember that. I don't quite remember
Tell me about it. So there you go, over the rainbow.
Wow.
In real time, we did that together, guys. So that is, and I have to say, inspired by Debbie's gorgeous rainbow idea and that with that original card. But you see how you can take the inspiration and then tweak it, add your own bits and pieces there. You could do that stormy sky effect that I did that time with the edge of so it looks like it's raining if you want. And have a look, so cool, wouldn't it? Yeah.
True, isn't
Absolutely. You can make that a gorgeous autumnal scene any time of the year. Make this put snow on the trees even. You can have a frosty kind of bridge if you wanted to do
glossy
like that.
highlights, a little bit ice or something.
Icicle, yeah, exactly. Get all your products out. Have a play with it. Could be cherry blossom in there. Some of those trees could be pinky bits. So yeah, play.
Brilliant, that's great. Sheena, if you don't mind, if you could set up your two demos that you've done at this show,
for
and we could start the vote, of course. I don't envy you guys at home for this one. And this is only wake-up call. We've still got the 2-hour Colour Me Happy as well to go. Just to say it's really busy, of course. Not surprised in the slightest. But here we go, let's head back to Sheena to do the vote.
Fabulous. Cheers, guys. So we've got number 1, which was the Lazy Hazy Carefree Days. And that was the one that we did with the aquas. All of that was done with aquas with a little bit of sparkle on there. That was the number 1. And number 2, as we've just completed this one, this was done with the water reactive ink pads, all water reactive. So the whole colouring product throughout the whole thing, water reactive for that one. Yeah, that was 2, back to 1, and this was aqua. So those of you who are shopping and you want to know which colouring product you want to maybe go for, I mean, if you can, the deals that we've got together, and that set, by the way, water reactive, I put that together. You've got an across the board great selection of colours there. And perfect for your landscapes.
Incredible, isn't it?
Yeah, so that was 1, and then that one was 2, and there you go.
You've got a couple of minutes to get the votes in. Rebecca will tally them up for us. A quick question here from Sissy is asking, what is best to clean ink residue from the platform base?
From the platform base, you know what? I have used like rubbing alcohol before. You know, like isopropyl alcohol.
Yes, yeah.
I've tried that. It depends on what the ink is as well. Yeah, try that. Just try that. Try your stamp cleaner first, and if that doesn't take it off, then go with the big guns and try a little bit of, you know, or even a household wipe. Just try some of your kitchen wipes, may even take it up. Always start lighter, then get heavier as you go, kind of thing. Yeah.
Yep, perfect. Thank you for that one, Sheena. Thank you for letting us know. Mary's absolutely loving what you've done. She's put, Craig is right. Wow, wow, wow. Sharon's saying, love to watch Sheena paint. Colleen saying, beautiful. Laura saying, love the ink daubers. Lisa saying, morning, everyone. Colleen saying, another hot day there in Florida. Pool time a little later. Not jealous. Not jealous.
Funny, we don't like doing that up in Newcastle way, are we?
No, we
Doing
don't.
that, yeah.
No,
in the rain.
No, we don't. No. It's ponds and puddles, that's all we get.
Yeah, yeah. Wellies on and jumping in puddles, really.
Yeah,
that's
that's as close to a pool, that's for sure. Right, let's have a quick recap once again, just because they've been really, really busy, and we're going to have a quick look at the Weekday Wonder as well, just before the end of the show. Now, you're going to get your 3 brand new stamp set. This is a showstopper, so you're going to be getting the Time to Reflect. You're going to also then be getting your beautiful bridge, and you're going to then be getting your Carefree Days. So that's your 3 brand new stamp sets from Sheena. Within the Showstopper collection, you're going to be getting your 50ml stamp cleaning solution, and you're going to be getting your fab file as well, with some of the dividers too. So you're going to get all of that for £30 or $38. That's giving you a saving of over 15%. Platinum price comes down to £24 or $30.40. That's the showstopper. Maybe you don't want the stamp cleaning solution or that fab file. You can get just the 3 stamp sets on their own, $23.97, or you can get them for you guys stateside, $29.95. So that is the price for the 3 brand new stamp sets, $23.97, $29.85, for the platinum price, £19.18. or $23.88. So we've got you covered. So whether you want to go for that full, of course, the actual showstopper, you can do. If you want to go for just the stamp sets on their own, you can do. If you just wanted one of them, they're on the website as individuals as well. Best value is always going to be, of course, the showstopper. Next really good value is just the stamp sets as on their own. But if you want them individually, they're there as well. Wow. We've got a result already. Sheena, the demo of the show, it goes to number 1.
Ah, number 1, that one there.
Yeah.
There you go. That's the winner chicken dinner, number
Absolutely.
1. Where's this one here? Yeah. It's the colours are lovely, aren't they?
They're really
so
beautiful.
They're your aquas, and at that deal, I'm so pleased that this week we've had that bundle offer, Craig.
Snap.
How fab is that?
I think it's brilliant.
Yeah, if you can, guys, that honestly, aquas, brilliant. Loving them. That's just a start of what you can do with them.
Excellent.
And we'll be doing a lot more.
I was just away to ask you. Can you give us a tease as to what you're going to be
Well,
doing?
we've got to do some more draw the line.
We've
got to draw the line. We've got to do more drawing the line, because you're loving drawing the line. I'm loving drawing the line. Thing is, when we did the draw the line the first week, we basically used mostly black with maybe a touch of colour in it.
That's right.
Well, I'm thinking we could look at different times of the year, you know, use autumnal colours.
That's a
we
good
can use,
idea.
we saw the summery colours here, and we'll draw the line with the wintry. So all of these things with the aquas, if you're thinking about it, get your aquas, get ready, get set, and we're going to be bringing in some of the other products in too, but definitely an easy colouring, like you just saw, that same kind of technique. We'll maybe do the one that we didn't do this morning.
Okay.
Next hour, we'll definitely make sure we do that. Probably with the doorbells. Let's try colouring that in with the doorbells as well. Might as well.
Excellent, brilliant. Looking forward to that. What I'm going to do is just give you a very quick look at our current Weekday Wonder. Now, this is now running Monday to Friday, or while stocks last, with an exceptional saving. Now, this is your Academy of Colour. This is your portraits. Now, boy, what a day to get a hold of this, because you're going to get all of the education and the class from Leanne, but you can start to follow along as well with what Sheena's been doing with some of these colours that you get included as well. Dual colour, so you've got one colour family within 2 different shades within each pen. Now when it comes to these ones here, this is the sort of thing that you're going to be able to achieve by following along with Leanne in the Academy of Colour classes. So whether it's your light skin tone, your dark, mixed race, Leanne's going to cover a variety of these ones for you. You get the stamps as well, of course. You can't be colouring without the stamps. But then what you'll also get is some watercolour card for the Aqua Duo pens, and then some of your alcohol card for your Duo alcohol pens. So you're going to get all of that for £28 or $38. You've got an absolute exceptional saving of over 40%. Platinum price comes down to $22.40 or $30.40. When it comes to your weekday wonder and even your weekend wonder, you're going to get your double points as well. So that's running Monday to Friday or while stocks last. The most incredible saving on a bolt-on of Academy of Colour. You don't need any of the previous ones either. It works as an absolutely standalone. But you've got the 41 pieces, but you've got all that education as well. You get a card inside that you're just going to zap. It's a QR code. I say zap it. Just hover with your camera app that's open. It's going to take you to the classes with Leanne to step you through everything that you need to know when it comes to the portraits. You're going to take that from Leanne, you're going to learn, and they'll always be there for you to dip back to whenever you like. Next week, next month, next year, 5 years down the line, Leanne says herself, they'll always be there. And then you can take what you've learned from Leanne and then start to bring it into all your other stamping and colouring, and then you can start to take things such as what you've learned from Sheena into your Academy of Colour and Learning journey with Leanne as well. So that is there for you to check out. And of course, it's over £10, $10, €10. So you can take advantage of that free gift by popping your summer gift. That is your summer gift promo code at checkout. You're going to be getting your Thinking of You stamp and die set. Now, this is now just at the end of Wake Up Call. We've got another 2 hours to go. Sheena, once again, thank you so much. It's been so fun. Looking forward to the next show. It's been a really good start to the day for your brand new stamp set. I'm going to be back with Sheena for Colour Me Happy, where we're going to be looking at these ones again with all the different colour and mediums, and then Sheena will be back for Beautiful Beginnings, where Ben's going to be taking over from me. Massive thank you to Rebecca for all your help as well within the comments and the socials. So glad so many of you have gone for the brand new launch today. I know most of you have gone for that showstopper, and boy, you're going to have so much fun. Even just taking what you've learned today in Wake Up Call, but wait until you see what Sheena's going to bring to you within the next 2 hours. We will see you live in an hour's time. We'll see you then.